Hello, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a camera system that we want to introduce to you. We have the analog cameras, Turbo HD. This is our DVR, and when you unbox the DVR, you'll see it has the channels depending on the channels. This one is a 16 channel DVR. That means it takes 16 analog cameras or the Turbo HD cameras. And then you also have where you can put in either your mouse, or when you are exporting videos from the storage of the DVR to a flash drive, you put the flash drive here. There's a provision for you. And then you also have, if you have HDMI cable for video output, you can connect it here. Or if you prefer to use VGA, you also bring your cable for the VGA, and then you connect it here properly to give you video. And then you also have audio out. Some people prefer to use these for audio to an external device. And then you also have a LAN port for internet connectivity, mainly to give it internet, so that if you want to watch your videos online, which we shall show you in the future, you give it internet through this. Or if you want to watch the videos on the DVR on the network, you can do it through this. Then you have the power source which comes with it. We have this camera which is part of the Turbo HD cameras, but as you can see, it is different from this. This one is a high definition Turbo HD camera, but it is an older version, and you can see even physically the differences. This one doesn't have light, this one have. The ones which have light, this is a light. This is called a colorvu camera. It is also high definition, but it has a light attached to it, that in total darkness, these lights come on and give you full color experience, whereas for this has IR light, as you well know, for some of you. And this, it means at night when there is total darkness, you get black and white videos, which can be misleading. So I would prefer that if you want a camera, a new camera, you want to buy a camera, you go with this. This technology is better. Even the lenses are not the same. This one is a f1.0 aperture, which means it has a much more clearer video than the old version. So this one give you 24/7 color. This one give you black and white or IR technology at night. But the similarity is that both of these uses what we call coaxial cables, and it's connected here for both of them. So if you have an old infrastructure that you have these cameras already working, you don't need to change everything. And both of these are connected to the digital video recorder or the DVR, and they are connected using what we call coaxial cable. This is how you terminate the cable, the coaxial cable. Yes, and then we have the cable has two main parts, one for power, which you're seeing there. This one is where power is connected, and then that one is for video. So that is how you prepare the BNC. It is simple. So the positive part of the coaxial cable enters in there. I think you've seen. Then you close it properly, and then the negative part remains out there. Now what you should mark is that the negative part of the wire and the positive part of the wires must never meet. If they do, your connection will not give you what you want it to give you. So you lock it properly there, and then what we usually do, we close it with insulation tape so that they don't meet. After closing it properly, so that the connection does not come out. After closing it properly, then you put back, and boom, it is done. See how it looks. Then you go to the power side, you strip properly, you connect. We are connecting direct to the adapter. If you have a power supply like those, you can also use, you just connect positive to positive of power, and then negative to negative of power to give it power. Now whatever you do, make sure the power source, whether it is an adapter or it is because in our case we are using an adapter, which is this, but this adapter is 12 volts 1 amp, so the voltage has to be 12 DC. 12 DC. If it is a power supply, you buy a power supply depending on the number of cameras that you have. If you have, we have power supplies of 10 amps but 12 VDC, and then we have of 18, 20, depending on the numbers, calculating that each camera will take at least one amp. Yes, so this is for powering one camera, but the adapters which are 5 amps, where you can use one to power 4 cameras. So that is your cable, and the connection is done. This will take the video. Then what you do, you bring this cable, the point that you have terminated, as you can see, you have this ridge here, that so it has to enter where you are seeing the groove on the side. That is the easiest way to do it. So you turn it properly, then it will easily enter. When it enters, you just turn it on the right like that, and you close it in. It will never come out. And then we have the other side of the same cable, which we have already done. This is the BNC. That is the BNC, neatly executed. And then we have the DC pin. Now this DC pin help to give power to the cameras. So the DC pin enters here, as you can see there, to give power to the analog camera, and then the BNC takes video. That yes, and it fits. Make sure always that it fits very well. It has to fit nicely. So this is what you should have if you're doing your connections, whether you are someone who has decided to buy cameras for themselves and try to do connection, maybe 1 or 2, or you are a technician who has gone to do work and make money. This is how your connection should look. Now for my technicians, if you go to do your work and you find these cameras, how do you start to troubleshoot if the camera is not showing? What I do, because even me, I'm a technician, what I do is to check if the camera is having a problem, maybe with power or with the video line. I will hold the camera, the face of the camera, I close it, then I wait. So if you see the light coming on, it means you do not need to worry about the power issue. All you need to check now is to troubleshoot the video line, which you can check easily. But this one has light, as you have seen. What if the camera is the old type of camera? You found you have a client who have the old kind of system and you are going to troubleshoot. Where do you start from? You can do the same. Put your hand on the face of the camera and you will hear a sound tick inside. There is a tick sound that you will hear for these IR cameras, meaning that this is changing from a normal operation to IR or black and white. And when you open it, mostly you will see the red light. That is the first thing that usually I do, so that I can now start ticking out where the problem is.